Hey, there's my little cousin, Miss Almond. So how is everyone doing today? Let's do not adjust. Okay, do not adjust. Okay, so I said that I was going to try to come on and do more lives and get on social media and take advantage of connecting with everyone out there. So not much. Started my master's program last week trying to manifest a mansion. Good luck. Yes. I hope I get invited over to the mansion. Awesome. Congratulations. It's definitely a time for to take advantage of this downtime that we have and go out and get those degrees and all of that. Girl, it is hot in here. I don't know if I'm having a private summer or what. I wonder if I should close this down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close that up. Okay. It's gonna be live. So, I came on here because I wanted to, what am I doing with my notes? Talk about a couple of things. I'm not gonna keep you long. I can't believe I just lost that second. Just some things that I want to share with you before we get too far into September and I don't get to tell you these things. So this morning I went to my favorite herbal store to pick up some supplies. I actually needed to get, I went there primarily to get some candles. Oh, shoot, and I forgot something. Okay, I'll go back. But I went there to get some candles, and normally if I go there, I have a list of things that I need to get. So it was only candles on the list. So what I like to do is, I always like to leave there with some type of herb or something. So if I don't know specifically why or which herb I'm going to buy, I just kind of let my spirit choose the herb. And I actually chose 3 herbs. I did not know what their uses were. I don't know if I just chose them because I liked the names that they had, or there was some reason that I needed them. But I'm going to talk about which herbs I chose, and then I just looked up what their spiritual properties are. We're going to talk about that. And then I also picked up a little piece of amethyst. I, at some point, want to buy one of these, the really, really big one. But they're so expensive. So for right now, I just have to go with this. But it's so pretty. So I picked that up. So anyway, okay, first things first, the candles. So I went in there to get a specific candle, and I ended up picking up some more. So I ended up picking up I ended up picking up two different candles. I picked up the Attract Customers candle, and I picked it up in gold, and I picked the Call Clients candle in green. And basically they're the same, you know, attract customers or call in customers to your business. Definitely you use this if you have retail store, or you are a self-employed person and you work with clients and trying to draw in clients. So this would be, either one of these would be an ideal candle for you to use. I always talk about signs, symbols, and verbiage, especially when it comes to your candle. Be mindful of what's written on your candle, because words and symbols carry energy, and you want to be mindful of what is on your candle and what you're drawing into yourself by way of this candle. So I picked this one up in yellow and gold. Well, it's gold actually. And gold represents abundance and prosperity and money and success and all of that. And then I picked up this one in green. And, you know, green is fertility, growth. Of course, it symbolizes money and attraction. And I picked this one up too. However, what I really went there to get was this candle. Now, I don't know what's been going on, and I when I sat down and thought about it, it made sense why I'm getting this. I have been getting a lot of clients that have been contacting me about court cases, which at first I was like, what's going on with that? But then I looked at what was going on with the planet of Mars and what the planet of Mars is getting ready to do. And it kind of tied together why I have an abundance of clients that are contacting me about court case candles, because I've done a lot of them in the last couple of weeks. So I went to the store and got the court case candle. They usually come in blue because blue is for healing, blue is for peace, blue is for compassion. It's just a calming of a situation. So of course, if you're going to court, you want the situation to be calm and as peaceful and as tranquil as you can get it. So I went and got this candle, which has the Lady Justice on it, and it's a court case candle. And I will dress this candle and with all the necessary herbs and oils that are related to being on the winning side of a court case. And then I saw this one, and this one is still can be used as a court case candle, but it says win the judgment. So I'm thinking with this one, you can, yes, use it in a court case, but you can also use it if you have any type of mediation that is not necessarily going to court, but you are in some type of legal situation with another person and you're trying to come to an agreement on something. I would say you could use this one because you want a favorable judgment. So I went to get those candles. I got a couple more down here. And as I was saying, when I was looking at what was going on in the stars and in the heavens, it made sense on why everyone is trying to get a court case candle. I've done quite a few of them, and I will have to say, I'm going to toot my own horn, that the judgments have been favorable. So what I will say, when you have to keep in mind when you are trying to do manifestation work that come with relation to court cases, I always tell people, instead of putting the manifestation out that you win the case, which we want you to win, I think it would do you more justice and service that if you would put it out to the universe, you would like the most favorable outcome in your favor. You know, you would like the best outcome that you can get that goes in your favor. I think that is a better statement as opposed to I want to win my court case, because I feel like when you put such a definite request on the universe as I want to win, then what it says to the universe, there's no other options that I will accept. You know what I mean? You really just want the most favorable judgment for you. But when you say to the universe, I want to win, you don't really give the universe any leeway to make the situation as best that it can be. So now you're only saying it's either win or lose. That's basically what you're saying. I want to win or I'm going to lose. And you're probably going to lose. So just kind of like keep that in mind if you're in type of court situation, or you're in any type of legal situation with someone, whether it be, you know, suing someone or divorce or a criminal case or a custody case or anything like that. You want to just make it the most favorable outcome for you and let the universe then do its work in creating the most favorable outcome, not just for you, but for everyone involved. Because at the end of the day, we just want everyone to be happy with the situation. We don't want any winners or losers in that, because you need to take yourself out of that space of saying I want to win or lose, because that puts, to me, that puts you in a negative space. Like you know, if I win, someone is going to lose, and that's okay with you. And I don't necessarily think you should approach it that way. So with that being said, just keep that in mind. Now, you can do your manifestations however you want. That is up to you what wording you use. I would just suggest that you use that particular wording. So moving on. So as I was saying, we're going to talk about the planet Mars. Ooh-wee. And what is going on with Mars right now, and how it relates to why I am doing so many court case candles. Okay. First and foremost, Mars is the planet of war. Mars is the planet of conflict. Mars is the planet of aggression. Mars is the planet of sex. Mars is the planet of creativity and just raw creativity. It's a very passionate, it's a very aggressive planet. It's a very me-oriented planet. So it can be very impulsive. It can be very rash. Mars is not the typical think first and then act. Mars is straight action. Straight out the gate. Mars doesn't think. It doesn't do. It's all about let's do it. Let's do it. Mars is a movement planet. It doesn't like to do too much talking, and it doesn't think too much. It's just all about action and impulsiveness, and that's good in some ways, but in other ways it really can be kind of detrimental, because people that are ruled by Mars, which is our Aries people, and I want to say Scorpio. I think Scorpio. They have a tendency to act first and think later, which ends up putting them in situations that are not so favorable from them, and they butt their heads a lot, and they kind of put their foot in their mouth because they say things and they don't really have a filter. So it kind of gets them in predicaments that they probably otherwise would not have been in. And what is happening now with the planet, and Mars is also the planet of surgery, of cutting. It's the planet of weapons, metal weapons like knives. That's a planet. And what is happening with Mars right now, Mars is about to go retrograde. So quickly, the definition of retrograde in its basic form is moving backwards. But the planets do not move backwards. What happens is when a planet goes into retrograde, the planet slows down its orbit to the point that it is moving very, very slowly, and it gives the illusion that it is moving backwards because the other planets around it are still moving in their normal orbit and they're moving in their normal pace. So it makes that particular planet looks as if it's moving backwards, when in fact it's just slowing down. So Mars is getting ready to go into retrograde on tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, September the 9th through November the 13th. What happens when a planet goes into retrograde is the planet is not working at its full capacity. It is not at its 100% power. It slows down. It still has energy behind it, but it's a very slow energy. But what it asks you to do at that time is to reflect on what is going on in your life in a particular area that particular planet may be in. So it's going to be different for everybody because we have 12 houses that represent 12 areas in our lives. So depending on where Mars is, you will feel that energy slow down in that particular area. So whereas, for example, you may have someone that has Mars in their 4th house, which is the house of home and the house of family. So they may be feeling some tension in their home life and what's going on with it. Whereas someone else may have Mars in the 10th house, which is the house of career. And they may be feeling this tension at work, or they may be feeling frustration, at their job, or, anything that has to do with their work situations. So that's what I mean. Everybody's going to feel it differently because it's going to be in different areas of people's personal charts. But overall, in general, you'll feel this energy for some reason with your sexual relationships or how you view sex. You'll feel that type of, it may come up like that. I don't know how to explain it because Mars does control and rule sex. So things that have to do with how you view sex, things that have to do with, what you like sexually, or things that have to do with just your sex life may come into focus, and you may be paying more attention to it for some reason, in a reflective sort of way. Overall, in general, you may be having more conflicts with people. You may be more aggressive in your speaking to people. You may actually be aggressive as far as getting into physical altercations with people. And it could come up with past issues, or, issues you've had with a person before that were never resolved. And now y'all are back at this situation, and now you having, these arguments and these blow-ups and these flare-ups because the communication is off and you're very aggressive towards that person. You could end up in a physical altercation with someone. It does happen. One thing that I will strongly advise is that Mars governs surgery. It governs cutting. So with that being said, if you are needing a surgery, and it is an elective surgery, meaning that you don't necessarily have to have it now. It's not life-threatening. It's not something you have to have now. If you can postpone that surgery until at least after November 13th, or as far away from November 13th as you can possibly do, that would be in your best interest, because it rules surgery, it rules cutting. So it's going to rule how your surgery could potentially go. It rules your surgeon and who's doing the surgery. So of course, we want to have everyone that's going to be working on us to be at their best. And this is just not the energy for that. Now, keep in mind, if this is something that you just have to have, and this is has to do with your health, by all means, you go ahead, have your surgery, and you move forward. But if it's elective, if it's something that you could just wait, I would suggest that you wait. I'm just going to leave that right there. Another thing that I will say is, and this is probably why I have a lot of court case requests, candle requests coming up. Typically, it's not a good time to start any legal proceedings during a Mars retrograde, as far as suing anyone, taking anyone to court, starting divorce proceedings, starting any type of legal proceedings, because the person that starts the proceedings typically is not the victor in that situation. Now, if someone decides they want to sue you, then that's fine. That's fine. First of all, you don't have control over that. But second of all, you would be in a better position to come out with a better outcome because you did not initiate the legal proceedings. So if you can put off filing for any type of legal proceedings during this time between now and November the 13th, it would be beneficial. But just keep in mind, if you push forward with it, I'm not saying that you're going to lose. I'm not saying that. I am going to say that the energy behind you being victorious in the situation is not very good. And if you could wait, please wait. Okay. So, do we have any questions? Have any questions about the Mars retrograde? But again, retrograde periods are wonderful times to reflect, review, to go back over, to make any necessary changes, to look at anything differently. If you are one of those persons that that follows your transits and follows the planets and where they are in your life, then definitely find out where your Mars is what house your Mars is currently in, and that will give you an indication of where you're going to feel this energy and how you can use this energy to benefit you, because there is no such thing as good and bad energy. Energy is neutral. It just depends on how you're going to use it. So there we have that. September the 6th through October the 2nd, Venus will be in the sign of Leo. So if you have Leo sun, a Leo moon, a Leo rising, or you have an abundance of planets in your natal chart. So hold off on my lipo. Absolutely. I would say hold off on it. It would be best for you to wait until as late in November as you can wait, because first of all, you don't even need lipo, so I don't even know why you're getting it. So I just think that's a waste, but that's neither here nor there. But yes, please wait on elective surgeries, please. September 6th through October the 2nd, Venus is going to enter Leo. Venus is the planet of abundance. It's a planet of beauty. It's the feel-good planet. And when Venus is in your sign, you are just like the queen of the ball, or the king of the ball. I mean, you attract just wonderful things to you. And Venus will be in Leo, the sign of Leo. So if you have a Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, or you have an abundance of planets in your natal charts that are in Leo, take advantage of this. I mean, you could do no wrong when Venus is in Leo. You just attract all the goodness and all that stuff. I have a Leo rising, so you also are you're more attractive to people. People are just drawn to you. So capitalize on that. You can do experiment with a new hairstyle, or new style of dress or makeup or something. You just can't do no wrong when you have Venus in your sign, and you attract money, you attract abundance, you just attract all kind of good stuff. So next we did covered Mars is retrograde in Aries. So when I say it's in Aries, it is going to affect people with Aries sun, moon, and rising, and people that have an abundance of Aries energy in their natal chart. So though everyone's going to feel it, but Aries is going to feel it more than others. And I believe Pisces is going to get a little bit of it. So if you're a Pisces, you may feel that too. You just dyed your hair. See what I'm talking about? So Pisces may feel that Mars retrograde too, but definitely Aries is going to feel it. September the 12th, Jupiter, the big abundance planet. There's two abundance planets. Venus is the planet of little blessings. So Venus showers you with little bitty blessings. And Jupiter is the planet of big blessings. When Jupiter gives a blessing, yes, see, Leo rising. I'm a Leo rising too. When Jupiter gives a blessing, Jupiter comes through with a big blessing. Jupiter does not do anything on a small scale at all. So when Jupiter comes through with a blessing, it's going to bless you. So the planet Jupiter is in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. And Jupiter is going to go direct September the 12th. So everybody's going to feel it. Jupiter is going to start just passing out blessings. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, like big blessings, because he's been asleep for a while. And when a planet is sleeping, a planet is actually giving you an opportunity to learn the lesson. It says, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let you learn the lesson. And when I come back direct, I'm going to see if you've learned the lesson. But Jupiter's going to come back and be like, okay, well, I'm ready to just give out blessings to everybody that did the work. So if you've done the work, then Jupiter's going to bless you. It is, she said, I hope I'm in Jupiter. Well, it depends on where the Jupiter is in your chart right now. And you'll know where once you know where it is, you'll know where the blessing is going to come. Jupiter has actually been in the sign of Capricorn for a long time. So my Capricorn people have been going through it. They've been going through it for the last couple of years, probably a little bit more. But it's finally going to go direct. So my Capricorn people, Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, or people with a lot of Capricorn in their chart, they're going to feel this relief. They're going to be like, damn, woo, finally. And they'll start getting their blessings. So that will go direct on September the 12th. I hope y'all writing this down. September the 17th, we have a new moon. Ask Simone what she said about life lessons to me. She's probably not going to tell me. When she does her readings for people, she doesn't share their information. So she's not going to tell me. September the 17th, we have a new moon in Virgo. And you already know I love new moons. That's new opportunities, planting your seeds of intentions, putting your intentions out, what you want from the universe. It will be in the sign of Virgo. So you can set your intentions for anything. But if you really want to use this energy, Virgo is the sign that rules health and fitness and mental health. So if you're wanting to set your intentions for improved health, maybe mental or physical health, set them for that, because Virgo can help you with that. Virgo is our health conscious planet, our health conscious sign. So if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get healthy, you may want to set your intentions for that, because you'll have Virgo behind you to help you with that. Okay. On the 22nd, the sun is going to move into the beautiful sign of Libra. So we're going to be celebrating that. And then on September the 29th, finally, the planet Saturn is also retrograde. And Saturn is our planet of lessons. Saturn does not, it does not play. Saturn is a very serious planet. It wants you to learn a lesson, and it doesn't mind whipping you into shape, because Saturn is all about business, and I need you to learn something and understand it. Saturn has been in the sign of Capricorn for as long as Jupiter has been in the sign of Capricorn. So that's why I say my Capricorn people probably have been going through it the last, I'm probably going to even say 2 to 4 years. Definitely the last 2 years, the Capricorns have just been, they've been going through it, because Saturn has been on their ass to get their shit together, basically. And so Saturn's now going to go direct. He's going to be in full energy on September the 29th. So with that being said, my Capricorns, I promise y'all, y'all going to get some relief. Y'all are going to get some relief immediately. But Saturn is still expecting y'all to come out having learned a lesson. And when Saturn goes into your sign and does this, you totally change. You are a brand new person, a brand new person. So if you have a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, or a lot of planets in your chart in Capricorn, you will start feeling this. You would definitely start feeling this energy moving forward. That does not mean that you stop doing your work, because Saturn is still in your sign. But Saturn is saying, okay, I'm helping you. I'm really helping you. And I know you feel like I'm against you, but I'm not. I'm trying to set you up to be the best possible person that you can be. It says, because, you know, I believe in you and I want you to get this lesson. And then you have Jupiter that's in there, and Jupiter just wants to bless you and give you all this, but he can't bless you until he realizes that Saturn says, okay, they've learned the lesson. Let's give them the blessing. Oh, thank you, hon. Thank you. So, that's what's happening in the month of September. We got a lot of good energy going. We still have great energy to manifest for the last quarter of 2020. And I say this from October until about late February, early March. You have very good energy that you could start something new right now, because what's going to happen is you're going to have a major cosmic shift, because Jupiter and Saturn are going to move into another area of your life to do their work. So go ahead and take this 6 months to figure out what you want to manifest in here in the next 6 months, because once we get to March 2021, your whole perspective is going to change. You're going to be on to something totally different. For example, I'll use mine. Currently, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn are running together, and they're just running together, just wreaking havoc on everybody. And those 3 planets are in my 6th house of health and fitness and day-to-day activities. And they have just stirred up my whole life. They have just, you know, my job situation has changed my day-to-day and how I do things. I have been more mindful with my health. What has happened is those planets have required me to take a look at my health that I have been like neglecting, and I've been kind of putting on the back burner. So it put me in a position where I had no other choice but to take action on that. So I had to start eating better, start exercising, start being more active. I had to start making a decision on whether or not how I was going to heal myself, either through a surgery or I was going to take a holistic method, and I chose the holistic method. But it really put a spotlight on that particular house, which is the 6th house of health and daily activities and those types of things. When March gets here, that energy is going to shift to my personal 7th house, which is the house of partnerships, marriage, and things of that nature. So my whole perspective actually is kind of starting now, where I will be considering whether or not I want to get married, or how I want my personal partnerships to look, whether it's business or romantic or friendships or whatever that is. People and partnerships will be very important to me kind of late February, early March 2021. And with Saturn going into that particular house, it says that the people that are coming into my life now that I am partnering with are going to be there for a long time. These are going to be serious connections. Jupiter is going to be there also, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance. So with that being said, Jupiter is going to bring you abundance. It'll bring you more than one choice. It's just going to bring you a whole bunch of blessings for you to choose from. So I'm hoping it's going to bring me a plethora of suitable suitors next year. So at this point, where I am now, this 6 months, I should be focused on my health and fitness. That's where my energy should be, and that's where I'm going to find my success in. After that, come March, I got a whole other area of life to be thinking about. And at that point, I should have whatever health and fitness goals and changes that I needed to make, would have made those within this next 6 months, because I don't have time to dwell on that. My energy is going to be somewhere else. So that's an example of how, when I say your energy is going to shift to another area of your life, that's how it happens. That's not to say that when that shift happens, I'm going to neglect my health, but at that point, I should have taken care of it and solidified whatever it is that I'm going to do. So with that being said, if you're interested in the mini consultation, which is 15 minutes for $15, and I will tell you where you should be focusing your energies on for the next 6 months, and give you a little bit of glimpse of what you have in store coming up for you in the, like March is 2021. We can definitely set aside a time to do that. You, as Marsha has so sweetly pinned my Cash App, that's my Cash App down at the bottom. Just Cash App me, and I think there's a little area note that you can put in there on where to email you, and we can set aside a time of that 15 minutes, and we can talk, and we can get you started on where you need to be putting your energy. So basically what that entails is I just need your date of birth, your city and state you were born in, and you have to have the exact time of your birth. You will find that on your birth certificate. And the reason that I need that is because I need to know the exact time. So I'll need to know exactly where each planet was when you were born. And because that is going to give me the blueprint of what was going on with you. And then it gives me a way of tracking where the planets are right now in your life. So, and if you don't have the exact time, we can still do it, but it's going to be a general reading. So it won't be as specific as I can get if you have your exact birth time. So if you have any questions, just hit me in my inbox or hit me on the DM. I don't know what these kids say, but just inbox me. Again, if you need any manifestation candles, I don't know if anybody needs a court case candle because they've been popping here these last weeks or so. So if you need one, I can help you out with that, or any type of manifestation candle that you need. Please visit my Etsy store at etsy.com, and the name of it is Melanin Goddess Life, and I can get you a manifestation candle together. I'm also doing the manifestation course. It is a 4-week course where we meet once a week, and we're going to really go in depth on how to get you to the level of manifesting everything that you desire. Everything. We're going to discuss tools and techniques that you're going to use to manifest. I'm going to tell you, based on your natal chart, what is the best way for you to manifest, because there is such thing as the best way for a certain person to manifest, because everybody doesn't manifest the same way. So once I look at what your what planet, what sign Jupiter was in when you were born, then we can determine what is the best way for you to manifest, because manifestation is different. Whereas someone may be a manifestor and they do a vision board, that's the best thing for them. That may not work for someone else. Someone else may need to burn a candle, or someone else needs to just meditate, or someone else needs to have daily affirmations. We're going to figure out what is the best course of action for you to manifest. So if you're interested in that, you can find it on my Etsy store. And right now I have a coupon, if I'm not mistaken. The coupon is Venus in Leo. That's the coupon code that you can use at the store to get, I think it's 30% off, 20 or 30% off. It's pretty good. But that does not apply to the 15-minute mini session. So anyway, thank you so much, Marsha. She's so sweet. So anyway, if you're interested, please just contact me and we can schedule a time. I got plenty of time here, and we can sit for 15 minutes, get you your information, and send you on your way, and you can start manifesting. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you wrote those dates down. This live will still be up, and you can just take a look at it if you need to reflect on anything. But thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later, and let's start manifesting. Bye-bye.